seriousness. I'm really not used to this kind of setup. It's normally a bit more cheery than this. Well, you know when you're at the airport? No, this is about racism. This piece is it's not direct dialogue, but it's very, very heavily based off of a play that I've written that is going to be performed here called GRIFTING in November. And the play is about a black man in his 40s who was part of a successful all-black sketch troupe in the UK garage, late 90s, early 2000s. And now it's the present day, and all of these cast members are more successful than him, and he's very bitter and down about his career. So he does what every washed-up entertainer does, which is become a right-wing, non-PC provocateur. And doing this, he meets a young woman called Basola. She has just come out of a Love Island-style reality dating show, and she found out that she's going to be presenting a music awards show where they've allowed her to write her own material. So she approaches him for help writing jokes. So most of the play is set within their writing sessions and explore stuff like age gap relationships and nostalgia and the difficulties, the schisms sometimes between African and Caribbean communities. I have no segue, so take it. I'm talking my shirt to indicate that I'm now in character. Oh, the name thing, I should have corrected it. Channel just kind of assumed I was Jamaican, but they thought we all was back then. You see, coming up for us, so you can only really be one way. And I don't mean this, there was none of this new masculinity, you want to rap about it, also paint my nails. No, you can be one way, right? Yeah, I took a lot of Harvey from So Solid to come TV, she was younger. I went from the West Indies, didn't have a six-pack, I for sure weren't light skinned. I just wanted to be on TV, so. Now I'm already hearing the producers talking about, oh, we're only really keeping him because he's the strongest writer. So I thought, I'll play the game. Balance the ball on my nose for it's my first big gig. I don't want to rock too much. Every sketch they had me write was, when the Jamaican aunties like this, or carnival when they're like this. And I know it was me, but I did it. That's when they let me on. The straight man I was telling you about. I was telling you about this in comedy. There's the conceit of the sketch, and there's a guy in the back who says, "Hey, you can't do that." That was me every sketch. When I remember to let me on. My series 3 hours basically just a writer. The writer. Jerome will tell it another way when he's on the fucking One show or whatever. But I was the talent behind that fucking show. Understand? But I'm good at what I do. They're trying to make it sound like I'm some kind of hack. Anything good you liked about that show was me. Any sketch that your aunt sent you on Facebook, the ones that we did at the Fringes that was our age, and that was me. I liked it, Kept me going. No matter how much the network wanted to be gone when we got the series order, no matter how much this fat African with the glasses and the boo-boo food didn't fit the brand image, they knew that if I walked, there was no show. And that kept me going. I think the others knew that. I think I knew that a little. God, nice. Now every other day, while I'm talking about jealous, it's like I'm jealous. Like, up here, Kevin Hart movies presenting, and I love them, man, but them I can't write for shit. You know how many times we almost missed a deadline for a draft, and it was me. It was like all night writing. So when the show ends, and the jokes aren't coming in, and no one's reading my stuff, I felt like I was right. Like all of this was for nothing. Like it could still only be one way. So I was angry. God, you see, they're not watching us fight each other. Oh yeah, I don't mind Algerians, Africans, they work hard, but them Jamaicans, it was kind of got a chip on their shoulder. It must have been right after Tony Blair said that thing, that knife crime is a black culture problem, and he stopped being so PC about it. Someone from the TV comes to talk to me, I was remember when I was on talking about God, saying everything. I told him what my mom said. We can't be running around the street with knife and we are the problem, And when my bridge is that, I'm going back to the industry, so I just kept taking the speaking gigs. After a month, I got a call in the Telegraph. Fail Ghanaian actor pretends to be Jamaican to disparage Caribbeans on the radio. That's the easy title, right? I feel like I believe what I say on it. I feel like people your age want to pretend that people like us don't exist. People are obsessed with this victim narrative. People who have known for longer than you've been alive, by the way. This whole thing for us is fucked. And sometimes the best thing you can do for your people is just try and win. You know this as well, so you know this. What was the first thing you said to me? I don't want to be caught with that reality TV box. So you know there's boxes. I don't think you really want to be an actress, Priscilla. I think you just don't want people to think you're stupid anymore. Denise, bless her, she's the only one from the show who still talks to me. She called me a couple of days after I was on the radio. I was talking about, the shame, the boy them killed, he was in our custody, but I don't know. Like, why are you running from the police if you ain't got nothing to hide? I ain't got nothing to hide, I don't run from the police. But she calls me after a run, and I pick up, and she just waits for a couple of seconds. She goes, what are you doing, man? Sorry, have I ruined it? This isn't really sexy, is it? Have I ruined the little porno teacher thing we was doing? I think